Well, the creator of VeggieTales, Phil Vischer, has launched a serious and what I call malicious attack on Charlie Kirk. The interesting thing is when you watch this clip, the co-hosts are just very uncomfortable with what Phil Vischer has said, and they know, we're going to be a part of a viral clip and we're going to get a lot of hate because of this malicious comment. They don't even really agree with Phil Vischer, and you could tell they were uncomfortable with what Phil said here. Well, let's hear this malicious attack on Charlie Kirk by Phil Vischer.
The idea, the number of people who are saying he was killed for his faith.
Yeah.
Right.
He was killed because he was a Christian. And I don't know what world... I don't know how you come to that conclusion when that's not primarily what he was known for. It's not his, he had some debates that involved Christianity, but the majority of his debates were about hot button social issues.
But Phil, don't you think part of the way people who are huge fans of Charlie Kirk interpret him is all those other issues that he was an outspoten advocate for?
Central to Christianity.
Are our view of Christianity.
They would argue he held those views because he was a Christian.
Yeah. But, some of his views, like that black men are wildly violent, and much more violent than white men. Is that a Christian view? Is that seems to be Bible, not even adjacent.
Phil Vischer has become a really woke evangelical representative. He still wants to be kind of connected, I think, to the evangelical movement, but he's gotten so woke that he's certainly out of what I would call evangelical. And I also wonder how much of Charlie's material has he actually watched? Or has he just fed off the fake news, the woke media, the mainstream media, and all the garbage that they're spewing out on a continual basis against Charlie Kirk? Like, Charlie's a racist, Charlie hated LGBTQ plus people. All of these are lies. And when you look at Charlie as he engages people on campus, he shows dignity and love to people who treat him very poorly. Is he perfect in everything he says? No, he's not perfect because he's a human being who is sinful. But the thing that really bothered me there was the comment that Phil attacked Charlie Kirk in saying that blacks are more violent than whites. And so I thought I would do a research on it. I asked ChatGPT, and I had to argue with ChatGPT just to give me the statistics on this topic with regards to homicides. If you're a black person, there's 8 more times likely you're going to be involved in a homicide than a white person. That's not a racist comment. These are facts based on the statistics of homicides in the United States. It doesn't mean that you're a racist if you say that comment. You're just basically stating the facts about what is going on in your country. That's a government statistic. And it has nothing to do with the Bible or Jesus. But another clip that I saw, which was fascinating, Frank Turek did his first college tour, first date of a college tour after the death of Charlie. And there was a lady that came up there and just really was spewing hate and disagreement with Charlie Kirk. And I'm going to allow Frank Turek to deal with that person.
My name is Rose Daphne. I'm from Houston, Texas, and I'm a proud transgender woman. I'd like to say that Charlie Kirk claimed that my people are an abomination and a middle finger to God. I'd like to say that in the Bible it says that we are all created in God's image, but we are still killed by those who tout Christian love. I'm not here to debate my humanity. I'm not here to debate the humanity of any of my sisters who have been murdered, again, 13 in the city of Houston, Texas. But I'm here to remind everyone that my people are suffering because of the hatred that is parroted through the mouths of people like Charlie Kirk. He has called for the destruction of my people, and we are dying for it, and we are suffering for it.
Okay,
That's all I have to say tonight.
Okay.
No.
Now, excuse me, hold on. I need to respond to that. And that is, if disagreement is hate, then she just expressed hate.
that was a truly mic drop moment. Because if you disagree with someone, and because you disagree with them, therefore you're a person of hate, then you disagreeing with the person who's disagreeing with you is also hate. And that's the thing that I don't think people understand. But that was a mic drop moment, and according to that person's logic, they are a hateful person because they disagreed with Charlie Kirk, and therefore they deserve everything they get. That's the logic that that lady was using there. But I want to really get to the bottom of this situation of what was Charlie Kirk about. His life was about preaching the gospel. His life was about Jesus Christ. If you even look at the memorial service that was held for him in Arizona, you saw that Charlie's life was about Jesus Christ, and the gospel of Jesus Christ was preached very clearly. But I'm going to let you close with what Charlie thought the gospel was, and it's very important. Grace. The grace of the gospel.
You that are not yet believers, it's very simple. You're going to have a court date, we all die, and you're all going to meet the supreme judge of the universe. Justice is getting what you deserve, which is going to a not so good place. We're all sinners, and we all fall short of the glory of God. But thanks to the cross, a perfect, loving God who came down in human form, human flesh, lived a perfect life and died for us so that we could live forever. At that moment, we're about to get that sentencing into eternal damnation. Somebody says, no, I know him. I know her. Welcome to eternal life. You have an opportunity. The gospel in 4 words is Jesus took my place. 3 words is him for me. 2 words is substitutionary atonement. And 1 word is grace. Grace you cannot earn. Grace you do not pay for. It doesn't matter how much money you give to the hospital. You can't earn it. It doesn't matter if you're a good person. It doesn't matter if you have always done the best you can, because what's different about Christianity is that it's a gift for all of humanity to receive regardless of everything that we have done. And your life will be transformed. You will be born again. Grace is not earned. It is given by a God who loves you and wants to spend eternity with you. It is the most important decision you can make in your life. Here I am. God bless you guys. Thank you so much.